Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a LEGO Harry Potter tier list, and this isn't any ordinary LEGO Harry Potter tier list. This is going to be the ultimate LEGO Harry Potter tier list. We're going to be doing sets from 2018 all the way to 2023, covering a 6-year period from all the sets ever since the relaunch of the LEGO Harry Potter theme after a 7-year break. And it's going to be a long video, so make sure to get snacks, get some drinks, get under the covers, maybe even treat this video as a podcast, and yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? So the first set is the 2018 UCS style Hogwarts Castle set. This is the biggest LEGO Harry Potter set ever made with over 6,000 pieces, and in my opinion goes in S tier, absolutely. The next set on this list is also coincidentally one of my favourite LEGO Harry Potter sets, so also goes in S tier. It is the 2018 Great Hall set. You gotta remember, this set only cost $100 and you got 10 minifigures with it. It was pretty extraordinary value for money at the time. We do only get about 800 pieces, so you could say it's not the best value for money, but just eyeballing the amount of LEGO we got in this set, it was just great value for money, and it was the first LEGO Harry Potter set I built in the 2018 wave, so that's pretty special to me. The only problem with this set is the basilisk looks terrible, but we digress. The Hogwarts Express set is a great set. You've got 6 minifigures, you've got a train and a massive station, certainly a bigger station we've ever gotten for LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Expresses before, and it only cost $80 as well for 801 pieces, so the price per part ratio was there as well, so easily goes in A tier in my opinion. The Quidditch pitch gave us 6 minifigures, most of them being unique, especially the Quidditch players, at least those. I'm not sure about Snape and Hermione. I believe Snape may have come with the Great Hall set. And yeah, 500 pieces, and it was $40. That value for money is insane, but I'm going to put it in B tier because we only get one side of the pitch. This set should have been $80 instead of $40 and come with 2 sets of goal posts and also players from the other 2 Quidditch teams. If we got 2 players from all 4 houses, like 2 Slytherin, 2 Gryffindor, 2 Ravenclaw, 2 Hufflepuff, maybe a referee, a Madam Hooch minifigure with both sides of the pitch for $80, that would have been extraordinary value for money. I think everyone would have loved that set, but it's half a set unfortunately. I had to buy 2 of them, so it's going to go in B tier. The Whomping Willow set also goes in B tier. It's not as good as the Great Hall set, but it's a solid set. The Expecto Patronum set, this is difficult because the set in its entirety is rubbish. The trees look terrible, especially from the back. There's exposed like pins and stuff like that. You do get a Sirius Black minifigure, which I believe was unique at the time. I might be wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure he was unique. The main reason people are buying this set though is the glittery blue Expecto Patronum. The problem is, even though that's a fantastic piece, it's an absolutely fantastic piece, the price on it was horrible, and the set itself was literally rubbish. You got 2 trees, that's it, so it's going to go in C tier, but I have to say, that Patronus stag is fantastic. Okay, the first task set, this set is going to go in C as well. The dragon is okay. The 10 is pretty bland, but I mean, I don't really know what I'd expect to, what else to get in the set. Maybe a bit of the rock work from the actual sort of scenery, I guess. That's what we got in 2005 at least, because this is a remake from the 2005 set. It's a shame we don't get any of the judges, but we do get all 4 contestants, and that's really cool, I have to say. So it at least goes in C tier. It could go in B tier, but I'm just not personally a big fan of this set. The 2019 Hagrid's Hut set I think is good. Does it go in A tier? I'm going to put it in B tier, but I'll put it at the top of B tier. This is a good set. You've got 6 minifigures. You've got Buckbeak as well. The Hagrid's Hut itself is only half of Hagrid's Hut. It's actually split in half, unlike the previous version in 2010 and also the 2004 and even the 2001 version. You got a full 360 enclosed build, so it's it's difficult to. It feels like a step back in one way, but at the same time it doesn't. So it's an okay set, but I wouldn't mind if this set got remade and with more added detail basically, and an enclosed build. I think that's really necessary. So the 2019 clock tower set, this was okay. The set itself was okay. It's a shame that all the minifigures were basically themed on the Yule Ball, because I do not care about the Yule Ball at all. So it goes in beta. I feel like beta is going to be quite populated by the end of this, but we've got the Aragog's layer set. The tree isn't great. The Aragog is, I actually quite like the Aragog build. It's a shame we didn't get printing on the back though, like we did in the 2010 Aragog from the Haggard's Hut set. But you gotta remember this set was $15, and for 2 minifigures and I think it was over 150 pieces, that's a pretty good deal. But it's obviously not a spectacular set, so it goes in C tier, but nothing wrong with the set at all. The Night Bus goes in A tier, that's easy. The Night Bus is absolutely fantastic. I've got nothing bad to say about the Night Bus at all, so easily goes in A tier. And it was good value for money. You're getting what, 400 plus purple pieces for $40. It's a very good deal. I've actually got like 10 of them sealed. We now have the Beaubaton carriage. The Beaubaton carriage is a good build, but I don't really care for it. But that's just my bias, right? But then it's my tier list. So as a build, as a set, it's a solid B tier set. But the actual, I'm going to put it at the top of C tier. I just don't care for the Beaubaton carriage. I don't think the price is too great either, but I think the price is inflated due to the 2 like horses. But it's just a lower average set in my opinion. That's probably a fair rating. The advent calendars, I don't really know honestly. I'm just going to put all the advent calendars in D, because not because I think they're all terrible, I'm just not that into advent calendars, and yeah, I'm just going to put them in D tier for now and not bother trying to like rate them based on all these. This advent calendar comes to this minifigure, which is technically better than this other advent calendar. Like, no, I'm just going to put them all at the bottom. They're okay, I guess. We've got a gift of purchase here. The biting book, I think this is a great gift of purchase. The minifigure is a bit random. We get a Draco Malfoy, which isn't even unique, I don't think. Or maybe it was unique, but I don't think he was to this set. The biting book, though, was a fantastic gift of purchase set. Much better than what Star Wars gets for their gift of purchases, let me say. So definitely goes in A tier. The Gryffindor dorms, I spent £50 on my one. Problem is, this set, yeah, you get some chocolate frog cards, which is cool, but you don't get any new pieces, any unique pieces, you don't get any unique minifigures. There is nothing unique about this set at all. You can basically go on Bricklink and build this set for, I don't know, like £15. So it's not a great gift of purchase, so it goes in C tier. The Graveyard Jewel goes in A tier. Now, this is a $20 set, right? You get 5 minifigures, technically 6 if you count Baby Voldemort. Yeah, 5.5, we'll say, minifigures for $20. That alone would be a good deal, but you get an entire build with it. Like, this set is so good value for money. And I love the fact that the ground is raised, it's not just done on a flat plate. I think it's a fantastic set, I really do. The one thing I don't like about it is probably the brick-built Triwizard Cup. I do prefer the printed moulded version you get in the CMF, but I mean, that's just a little nitpick. I'm really just trying to nitpick something wrong with it, because this set is pretty much perfect. The microscale Diagon set, I don't know where to put this. I appreciate we get a unique Ollivander minifigure worth, and it obviously is worth a lot on the aftermarket. I think it's worth around £50 on Bricklink or something stupid. That's cool, you get a unique minifigure, but I mean, I don't really care for the build, is the issue. But I guess some people do. I don't know. For me, it's C tier. I'll put it near the top of C tier, I guess, but it's just pretty average for me. Even as a gift for purchase, honestly. The Room of Requirement set is definitely average. In fact, it goes in D tier. It's the first set that goes in D tier. It's very disappointing, especially when you compare it to the new 2023 Room of Requirement set, which I'm sure we'll get to towards the end of this tier list. Yeah, this set is just pretty meh. The Patronuses we get are okay, I guess, but the actual build is quite disappointing. It can't really be properly attached either to the Hogwarts expansion system because there isn't an exterior to this. You've got sort of two inside walls, if that makes sense. You've obviously got the inside, and then on the other side is meant to be like inside of the castle again, because you have the decrees on the wall, so it's not like the outside wall, so it's kind of awkward to attach to the Hogwarts expansion system. I just think it's a pretty average set, honestly, especially for $20. Now we have the GRINGOTTS set. Again, I'm not a big fan of this set, but I do love the fact we get 2 centaurs, and for that reason alone, also the Umbridge figure in this set is fantastic. For those reasons alone, it goes in C tier and not in D tier. 4 Privet Drive is a fantastic set. I think this goes in A tier. I have absolutely no problem with this. Yeah, it's just a great set for the price. The minifigures are fantastic. The only problem I have is the Ford Anglia build in this set isn't as good as the Ford Anglia build in the Whomping Willow. Like, the changes they made to the Ford Anglia, basically make the car worse. There's more gaps in it. It just doesn't look as good as the Whomping Willow version, unfortunately. I might do a comparison video on that one day to show exactly what I mean, but yeah, that's the only problem I have with this set, really. And the fact we don't really get much of a front garden or the road in front of it. I've actually modified my 4 Privet Drive set with a Lego City road plate in front of it, just so it has some sort of like road and front garden. But yeah, it's a very easy modification for you guys to do as well. This Astronomy Tower set is stunning. I think this goes in A tier, you know. Okay, I'm going to put it in A tier. At the bottom of A tier, but it deserves to go in A tier. I think objectively this is the best looking Hogwarts expansion set. It just is. It looks stunning. The amount of turrets we get, the depth we get. Again, the only problem I have with this set is the fact that the minifigures are based on a certain scene, which is Slughorn's party. I much prefer these minifigures to have their ordinary Gryffindor uniforms, and I get they're giving us different minifigures to give us new minifigures, and that's cool, but it does sort of limit their purpose because they are attached to one scene, which, you know, that one scene isn't entirely just associated with the Astronomy Tower. There's much more iconic scenes involving the Astronomy Tower than Slughorn's party, so yeah. We also get the greenhouse attachment to this as well, I forgot. Such a good set. We now have the direct-to-consumer Diagon Alley set. See, most people would just put it in S tier, right? But because it doesn't have Gringotts and because it doesn't have a Nocturne Alley extension, and I just think, I don't know, like, am I the only one that thinks this set is one of the worst direct-to-consumer sets we've gotten? It's still a good set, don't get me wrong. I'd give it 8.5 out of 10, but I just think the Hogwarts Castle is better. I think the Hogwarts Express is better. I think the Hogwarts Icons is better. I didn't think so when I saw the picture, but when I built the Hogwarts Icons, I was blown away. I just think these sets are better than the Diagon Alley set. The Diagon Alley set does have the amazing minifigures, and the minifigure selection for Diagon Alley is probably the best minifigure selection we have for a big LEGO Harry Potter set, other than perhaps the Hogwarts Express. But I'm just over Diagon Alley as a set, really, and I'm especially more disappointed by it, and by the fact that LEGO might be making Diagon Alley again as an expansion system going forward. But it is what it is. Hedwig. Look, it goes in C tier. I think the function is sort of cool, but I also think it's clunky at the same time. And I don't like the fact that the letter is 3 different stickers. I think that makes it look a bit more ugly. I wish it was just a print. And I believe the Hedwig tile at the front is also a sticker, which is a bit unbelievable. But there you are. The Forks is definitely a big improvement. I'm going to place the Forks now. The Forks goes in B tier. I think the Forks looks great. It's the same function, but the Dumbledore minifigure is fantastic. It's got sort of like a gold shiny glitter on him. It just looks fantastic. The Forks tile at the front is printed, and I don't think there's any stickers in this set. I'm pretty sure there's no stickers in this set, and the stand as well looks cleaner and, you know, less cheap as well, really, compared to the Hedwig one. It's just a general improvement. So Forks definitely goes in B, and I think it helps by the fact that Forks as a bird, as a character, just pops more with the colours of the gold and the red compared to Hedwig, which is all just white. But there we are. So the Burrow is one of the best LEGO Harry Potter sets. It just absolutely is. I think it goes in S, maybe at the very front. I'm going to put it just behind the Great Hall, and I've got nothing bad to say about this set, apart from, okay, there's two things actually. The first thing is, why does Bellatrix Lestrange not have dress printing? The 2010 version did. Come on LEGO, this is 20 years later, this was released in 2020, and Bellatrix doesn't have dress printing. Why? The second thing is the flame build is rubbish. Just get rid of it, bin it, pretend it doesn't exist. The rest of it is like UCS level. It's that good. Now we have the Hogwarts Moments books. Oh god, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Look, the minifigures that came in these Hogwarts Moments books were good, but LEGO knew what they were doing here, right? They were selling these as sort of deluxe minifigure packs for $30 that came with really cool desirable minifigures, or one of them at least. With the Transfiguration one, we got a really cool detailed McGonagall. With the Ravenclaw one, we obviously got Flitwick, which is a fantastic Flitwick minifigure. And like I said, they know what they were doing, and they put these really desirable minifigures in these sort of, I don't know, bang average sets, which sort of give us nothing desirable, at least in my case. So we're basically spending $30 to get that minifigure we really want, which kind of rubs me the wrong way. But they just go at the bottom for me. Okay, I'm going to put, to make it fair, I'm going to put the one which features McGonagall and Flitwick in C tier and the other two in D tier. There we go. I think that's fair. Right, this gift of purchase. I made a video on this ages ago saying this gift of purchase, the staircase one, is overrated because we get about 7,500 stickers. We don't get any prints. The Hermione minifigure isn't unique, and it's not an expansion set. We can't actually expand it to our usual Hogwarts expansions. And if it's not meant to, that's fine, but at least give us a nice black border. But there is no base to it, so it's not like a diorama either. I just don't think it's that great. I think it goes in B tier, but people are talking like this set is like, oh, it's one of the best sets. It's not. It's just really average. Now the Apologies Potion Mistake set goes in S tier because this is $20. You get 4 unique minifigures, figures which are still unique today, and you get what, 217 pieces for £17.99 or $20. That's so good value for money. This set is fantastic. I bought a ridiculous amount of these. Oh goodness grief, Fluffy's Encounter. So I made a video on this as well, and this, in my opinion, is the worst LEGO Harry Potter set ever made, or at least one of them. I'm not going to go into the reasons why this set is at the bottom of D tier, but what I will say briefly though is that Fluffy looks rubbish, the minifigure selection is rubbish, the harp is rubbish being two-tone, the set looks like a 4+ set, and the way that you actually arrange this set, I guess, to 2 different configurations, both have major flaws which require me to go into a rant about, which I'm not going to go into. Now, I've made a video on my channel going into that sort of rant, but if you really want to listen to it, then I'm sure you can find it on my channel. Just search on my channel something like the worst ever LEGO Harry Potter set, I'm sure you find it. But you've got the Hogsmeade Village set next. I think this is A tier. I think this is a good set. You get really cool minifigures in this set, and I think that the 2 buildings are really good. I think it's very adequate for the price. And it's a shame we didn't get a 3rd building. I think this set would have benefited with a $30 to $40 price increase. If it was $100 rather than $70 or whatever it was, and we got, say, Zonko's Joke Shop or the Hog's Head, probably would have been better, and we got like Aberforth and stuff like that, and Ariana, I think that would have made this set even more appealing. I think 3 buildings is the sweet spot. I obviously didn't expect us to get the Shrieking Shack because they were going to release that separately anyway. Everyone knew that, but the Hogsmeade Village set is a good set, and I think it's really important for everyone to pick up, because if you've got the Hogsmeade Village, you can put that next to your Shrieking Shack and your Hogsmeade Village cart thing, which will actually rate next, and also the new Hogsmeade train station set, which is coming alongside a Hogwarts Express in 2023 for the summer wave. So it's a really important set to pick up as well. So if you haven't picked it up, make sure you get it. I'm not sure if it's retired yet, but again, I'll pick it up sooner rather than later. So the Hogsmeade / Hogwarts cart, I guess it's for both. It transports people from Hogsmeade to the castle. I think is a pretty average set. I think it goes in the bottom of B. The tree is even worse than the one in the Aragog Slayer set. Actually, I'm going to put the Aragog Slayer set to B tier, because this Aragog Slayer set was, I want to say, £12.99, and this set, the Hogsmeade cart set, was £17.99. That's a £5 difference, and for your money you're getting a lot less pieces. I think it's like, what, 50 less pieces, and the build just visually isn't as cool, and like I said, the tree is even worse. You do get 2 Thestrals. One of them is a baby Thestral, so I mean, I guess it's okay. You get 1 unique minifigure with Luna, but it's just not that impressive for £17.99, especially when you consider the Polyjuice Potion Mistake had 4 unique minifigures, had like 80 more pieces, and it's the same price, and only came out like, what, 1 year earlier, 1.5 years earlier. So it's not like inflation is the reason for that massive like discrepancy. It doesn't justify it at all. This just isn't a great set. The Chamber of Secrets set from 2021, I think, goes at the top of S tier. I think as a standalone set, it even beats up the Great Hall. The Basilisk in this set is so good. It's so good. The minifigure selection is fantastic. This set even has one of my favourite minifigures in Professor Sinistra, which is all in pearl gold. I think the references in the building look great. I love the fact we get the Chamber of Secrets. I love this set so much, and it was the set I was probably most hyped for buying when looking at all those pictures of the 2021 leaks in January of 2021. I was hyped for 6 months straight, all the way up until June 1st from January, waiting to buy this set on day one, and obviously I did, and I absolutely love this set. Now, the Hogwarts icons, I'm going to surprise people and also put it in S tier. I'll put it at the back of S tier, but I think it deserves it. This set really surprised me. When I built it, I just sort of thought, okay, this is whatever, I'm not too into this. But once I had it on display, I couldn't stop looking at it. It was absolutely stunning, and still is. There's just something about it, and I do think there's room for another Hogwarts icon set, where we got maybe the Basilisk with the sorting hat and the sort of Gryffindor, and maybe the Horcruxes like Tom Riddle's diary and the locket, and you know, the ring. Like, there's so much potential here. Maybe the wand we can get is the Elder Wand as well. That would be really cool, and Ravenclaw's diadem would be great in that set. But I appreciate this was a 20th anniversary celebration set, so it's unlikely we'd get another Hogwarts icons until 2031, where we're celebrating 30 years of LEGO Harry Potter. So only, what, 8 more years to wait? So there you are. The chess set goes in A tier. I think this is a good set. I think the minifigures are good, they are unique, they are very desirable, and the aftermarket price on this set, considering it's only been retired for about 6 months, is crazy. I think it's like close to $100 or more, which is pretty mad considering it's only a $65 set. I think it's $60 retail, but it's a really cool set. It's basically got infinite playability, it being a chessboard, and you get all the squares, you get all the pieces, and yeah, it's just a really solid set. Now the buildable figures, I'm going to put in D tier. I'll put it there. It's annoying we didn't get Ron. What this should have been, the buildable figures I'm not completely opposed to as an idea, but we got 2 of them in a set and got charged £120 or $130 for them, which is a ridiculous amount of money. So they're obviously £60 each because we got 2 for 120. So what they should have done is released 3 individual sets for $60, say, do a Harry, Ron and Hermione, and let people buy individual ones if people just want Harry or just want Hermione because that's a favourite character, or maybe they just want Harry and Ron together, or maybe they want all 3. They can go out and buy those buildable characters, however many they want, and if they all sell well, then they can release other characters like Dumbledore and Snape and Draco and stuff like that. That's how it should have been done, but the problem is people aren't willing to spend $120 just to get 2 out of the 3 characters. Like, it's just not worth it because you're not getting the set, and I think that's a real bug for people. The first lesson, the Quidditch first lesson, I think it was called. This set came out in 2021 and it's a pretty okay set. I remember it being quite expensive at $30, but it's a Hogwarts expansion, which is pretty cool. It's pretty average. I mean, we get Madam Hooch is a unique minifigure. We obviously get the gold Quirrell, which is clearly unique. We get Neville, which is unique, and I believe we get Harry in this set. No, we get Draco. Okay, we either get Draco or Harry. I think it is Draco that comes with this set, which makes it a bit weird because the whole point of this scene is Harry and Draco fly up together and fight over the Remember-All. So the fact we don't get both of them is a little bit weird. I think if they threw in that extra minifigure, it would have justified the price a bit more, but it's not too bad. And there you are. I think it goes in B tier for me. I think that's a fair place to put it. We've got 2 more Hogwarts Moments books. Oh, goodness grief. To be fair, I think these 2 Hogwarts Moments books were pretty cool. I think the Trelawney figure for this one is a lot worse than the one in the CMF, obviously, but I think the actual look of the Hogwarts Moments book being a bright purple, I think it really pops, and I think it really stands out compared to a lot of them, especially this black Defense Against the Dark Arts version, which looks very, very boring. But the reason why this also goes in C tier is because that Moody figure looks fantastic and even beats out that CMF version. Now, the Hospital Wing Clock Tower set from 2022 was a decent set for the price. I think it was $50. I appreciate the fact we get Madame Pomfrey in the set, which is the first time ever in 21 years of LEGO Harry Potter. The first time we get Madame Pomfrey. It's pretty crazy but true. We also get all 4 minifigures being unique because they basically added some dirt printing on the torso to make it unique. So that was pretty clever. But I think the problem is the clock tower is meant to be really tall, and it's such a small set that it just looks a bit silly compared to the 2019 clock tower. So I don't really think I can put it on the same level as that 2019 clock tower set. So I think it goes at the top of C. I think that's the only fair place to put it. The trunk, I'm just going to put it in the top of D tier. Look, I get it. You get a load of student accessory stuff, you get a load of different heads, a load of different torsos, a load of different accessories, and you get about 1 million different stickers, which is cool, I guess. But the fact is, this set costs £65 or $70, I believe. $70 for a minifigure accessory pack is just ridiculous. This set didn't need to cost anywhere near that price, anywhere near it. They could have made a minifigure accessory pack cost $20. Just give us all the accessories and don't give us this trunk build, which we don't really care. All it does is inflate the price by $50, and yeah, it's a big shame, and that's why it goes in D tier, unfortunately. So I'm actually going to put it behind remove requirement as well. Now the Sirius's Rescue set also goes in D tier, unfortunately, and the reason why is because this set is $50. Yes, $50. We get 350 odd pieces, and that's probably being generous. I think it was more like 303 or something. And we get only 3 minifigures in a $50 set. You got to remember the Quidditch pitch from 2018, we got 6 minifigures and it was only $40, and we nearly got double the piece count. What we do get though is you get a Buckbeak in the set, which is technically unique, but it's only unique because they made it the wrong colour. Buckbeak is now white for some reason, and also the interior in the set is literally non-existent. Oh, and also Sirius's cell, which is meant to be in Flitwick's classroom, that's where his cell is meant to be, at least in the books. His cell is about 1 stud deep, like literally he has no room at all in that cell. It's just such a poorly executed set, unfortunately, and definitely goes in D tier. The Dumbledore's Office set is a really cool set. It's a remake from the 2002 set. I think this set goes in B tier. I'm gonna put it here. I think it's a good solid set. I think the price is fair. I think the interior is lacking on the top 2 floors. I believe the top floor has the sorting hat and the second to top floor has the pensive, but that's literally all that's in those floors. But the minifigures are good and everything else is pretty solid about this set. The Ministry of Magic I love and hate at the same time. I love the fact we get so many good minifigures. I hate the fact that the Fountain of the Magical Brethren looks awful. I love the fact we get so much nice dark green in the build, and I hate the fact that this is all that the build consists of. And yes, we get references to, for example, the Department of Mysteries. With the Prophecy Room we get a small shelf build, but that's not LEGO doing the Department of Mysteries. And I feel like they may come out and say, oh, we've done the Department of Mysteries in this set, and I'm not having that at all. It's a good set for the minifigures and accessories. Like we get the locket piece in this set as like a printed tile, but again it's far from perfect, so I think it goes in C, but I'm going to put it at the top of C. I think that accurately represents my feelings towards it. The Advent Calendar I don't care. So the Hogwarts Express is a very Marmite set. A lot of people love it and a lot of people hate it. I do love it. I think this set goes... this is hard. Does it go in S tier? I'm going to put it in A tier, but at the top of A tier. I think that's fair. I appreciate the criticisms of this set. I'm not going to dive into all of them now, but I think the minifigure selection is good. I don't really accept the criticism of the station and its length. I know that's a big criticism, but if the platform length was the same length as the train, then you couldn't see the train. It would just be completely blocked. And obviously you're going to say, well, just spin it round so you can see all the train. Okay, well at that point, you can't see any of the massive station behind it because the train would be blocking it. So either way, you're just wasting like £300 worth of parts where you can't see it. But this way, the way you've done it at this length, you can see all of the station and 80% of the train as well. So you're not wasting sort of money. The only thing you're wasting is technically the coal car with this display configuration, because that's technically mostly blocked by the station, granted, but it's better than having the entire train or the entire station blocked by either the platform or the train, if you get my drift. Now, the criticism, like another criticism I should say with this set, is the fact that it's not minifigure scale, it's slightly too large. That's fair. And also the fact it can't be motorized with LEGO's track system, which is true, but that's clearly not its purpose. It's not a play set. It's a UCS style adult collector piece, and that's fine. So again, I accept some of the criticism, but I also disregard some of it. I think the top of A tier is fair and absolutely fine for the ranking in this tier list. This set, the Hungarian Horntail, I think goes in S. I don't think you can put it anywhere other than S because it's $50. It's the same price as Sirius's Rescue, which is just hilarious, and you're getting nearly 700 pieces and you're getting a basically UCS grade dragon build, because this is UCS grade, and you get an awesome unique Harry Potter minifigure, and I believe that minifigure has arm printing. Such a great set. Okay, now we have the Shrieking Shack. This set is very, very, very good. I think this goes... I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it in the middle of A tier. I think it's a great set. I think the Shrieking Shack is exactly how I expected. I actually really enjoy the sort of wolf to human transformation for Lupin, and I think the Whomping Willow build is really cool. I didn't expect it to be included, but I'm really happy it's there, and I am glad it's a different sort of build than the Whomping Willow we got in 2018, especially the fact that this Whomping Willow build is on its side like it's been blown over, and that's pretty accurate to how it looks in the film as well. So a very, very, very good solid set. The Grimoire play set also is fantastic. I think this set goes... I think it goes in A tier. I think this set is fantastic. You're getting 12 rooms and what, 11 or 12 minifigures as well. I believe, I might be wrong on that, but you're getting a load of minifigures, most of them being unique. Some of them are really rubbish, like the Harry minifigure is rubbish, and I believe the Ron minifigure isn't too great. But and the Kingsley minifigure. The Kingsley minifigure is shockingly poor compared to the CMF version, but we're also getting new broomstick molds in this set, alongside that Hungarian Horntail set from 2022. But all this set costs is, I think it's $120. The price to part ratio is there, and you're getting a building with 12 rooms. This set appeals to city builders as well as LEGO Harry Potter fans, and it's obviously got the transformation function to hide the 12 Grimoire Place section behind the normal Muggle buildings, and I think that is ingenious. I basically wrote this set off ever being made because of this function. I just didn't see how LEGO could make it, but they've pulled it out of the bag with this one. So we have more Hogwarts Moments, sorry, not Hogwarts Moments books, banners. These Hogwarts banners are basically sort of remakes of the Hogwarts Moments books, but I do think they are better. Do I think they're better enough to be put in a tier above the other Hogwarts Moments books? No. I do like the fact that we get holograms in the set, but I also like the fact these can be hung up on the wall. But I mean, these banner sets are basically just glorified Hogwarts Moments books. I mean, even if, are they really even glorified versions? They're just sort of slightly improved versions. So I'm going to put them all in C tier. To be fair, they're better than the Hedwig, they're better than the Grop, they're better than all of this. They're about there. I'm going to put them all here in no particular order. I'm not ranking them in order. Actually, I will. I'm going to put the Slytherin, then the Ravenclaw, then the Gryffindor, then the Hufflepuff. I think that is probably the correct order. So there you are. Now, two more sets in this tier list. We have the Room of Requirement set, which is such a big improvement from the 2019 version. It isn't even funny. We get some really cool minifigures in this set. I don't think I have that much of a problem with it. It's $50. Again, I want to emphasize this set costs the same as the Sirius Rescue set, and it comes with nearly double the minifigure count and like 300 more pieces. It's just hilarious at this point. I don't really have anything to say that's bad about it in particular, but I don't think it's a top drawer set. I think it's sort of Hagrid's Hut level. I'm going to put it... I mean, the interior isn't that great. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it in sort of upper B tier. I think that's fair. And finally, we have the second task set. The second task set is fantastic. I do dislike the fact we are missing half of the contestants, especially when the 2019 first task set gave us all 4 of the contestants. So why does this second task version not give us all 4 of the contestants as well? A little bit disappointing, but it is only $40. We do only get half the hostages as well. I just think this set is lacking in the minifigure department. That's my big gripe with it. Obviously, I did a video where I bought 3 of these sets, combined them, and made a bigger, more glorified version, and probably what LEGO should have made in the first place, as well as added the additional minifigures. Make sure to click the annotation on screen now to see that. But yeah, this set is disappointing in some ways, but I love it in a lot of other ways. It's basically a remake from the 2005 version, has the exact same minifigure count, but I would have loved to see some more minifigures in the set, maybe some of the judges, like Barty Crouch Senior. We've never had a Barty Crouch Senior minifigure before, so this would have been a perfect opportunity to get that minifigure. So I'm going to put this in B tier, but towards the bottom of B tier. I'm going to put it here. Maybe that's been a little bit too harsh. I think it's been a little bit too harsh. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it sort of mid B tier. I think that's fair. That's the highest I'm going to give it. So obviously there's a lot more LEGO Harry Potter sets to go through. By the way, I purposely missed out the polybags. I'm not rating the polybags, only the box sets I'm rating. We have sets from 2011 to go through, 2010, 2007, 2005, 2004, 2002, 2001. But my voice is getting hoarse. I'm shattered, and I've been doing this tier list now for like 45 minutes. So we're going to end it there. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment the word, I don't know, Quidditch if you got this far into the video. Then I know, and I'll heart your comment if you do. And make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another LEGO Harry Potter video. I'll see you there.